Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talking the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we spliffed him, he was just doing a distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His soul gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this hurting her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't up if you ain't down to get it. Fuck your vibe if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out. He ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Get him, bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt. 2 G's for the belt. Know the heater gon' make 'em out. Promise the heater gon' make 'em out. OD niggas know me. I just move along with the hand I throw.
Hey everybody, sorry guys, I know. Hi Manita, how are you? JJ?
Hey, I'm okay, how are you?
Oh my god, do I see my J Fit? Do I see my
Yes.
J Fit?
She's here today.
Yay! And I see my Layla, because I was about to send the APB out for her ass too. Okay, let me say hi.
Yep.
Hi everybody, how are you guys? Guys, forgive me for yesterday. I rescheduled. I'll explain. Let me just do the roll call. Listen guys, don't be judging my little moñito. Looks like a little mojoncito. Spanish, we call it mojoncitos. That's like a little of mierda, crap. So that's what I have, a little mojoncito. But we ain't gonna pay. Listen, it's like 1,000 degrees, man.
It's
all
1,000
that hair.
I do top knots all the time. I just think that it's an easy way to, and you don't want them to look too perfect. Otherwise, that's not the messy look. And you want the messy look with a little top knot.
Yes, yes. And because I don't have a lot of fucking hair, you know, whatever. All right. So let's do roll call real quick. Hey Vera, how are you, sweetie? My girl, JJ.
Wait, hold up. Let me just tell you guys, it is storming here so bad. So
is it still?
Yeah, every day. I mean, that's Florida in the summer.
Yeah.
So
wet season,
it's storming. So just if I, happen to drop, I'm gonna blame it on the storm. I mean, it's probably not the storm, but I'm still gonna blame it on the storm.
What the hell, JJ? No, don't you better not go nowhere, girl. Don't play with me, girl. So, hey Wanda, how are you, mama? Hey Nikki, my sweetie, how are you, beautiful girl? Layla, my love, how are you, sweetie pie? Oh my god.
Can you guys hear Cindy?
You can't hear me,
JJ? Not hear me. Hello?
JJ, I can hear you. I can hear you. JJ?
Yeah, I hear you.
JJ? Okay. You hear me now? JJ? Whoa! JJ? Do I have to? JJ, what the hell, man? Maybe she'll come back on. Maybe she'll do the boop. Okay. Yeah, Layla, how the hell did you know I was looking? I didn't stick them to the wall, but I was having an issue with my lashes. I told you I know JJ too well. JJ?
Yes, I'm here. Okay. I'm here.
Okay. I was like, she's gonna go boop. I knew it. So okay.
Damn, it's storming. I mean, if you were to see that there, it's like a monsoon.
Yeah, damn.
So that's probably what it is.
That's why they had that movie with the gators. I forgot the name of it. Crawl. Remember where it was raining so much it flooded, and then the gators came in their house and their storm. Anyway,
yeah.
You know me with the gators. It was flooded the whole city. So, hi Layla. Hi, happy being me. Hey, beautiful. I meant to tell you I love that picture actually.
What's up?
Every time I see it, I'm like, hey, Kirsten NZ, how are you, beautiful girl? Sorry. Just going down. Hey, Grace Case, how are you? Sure, with it, pie. J Fid, my girl.
I know we missed her.
Yeah, we did miss her. We
were asking for you, J.
Hello, Pam. How are you? Nice to see you, Miranda. Hey, girl. Finally, she got a notification. She wasn't getting no damn notifications. Hi, Amber. How are you? You, girl. Sorry.
What the hell was
I'm a little excited. Hey, my opinion, not yours, my beautiful girl. So I hope I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, already. Oh, I did. The artsy nurse, my girl. Hey, shorty. How you doing? Cha. No, I'm just kidding. How are you, everybody? Oh, Grandma Six. See, listen, Linda. I suck, man. How are you, Grandma Six? Nice to see you, shorty bar. Okay. So wait, where's Denise? Somebody say hi to Denise. I don't see her. Where's she at? Where you at, girl? Where you at? I don't see her, but hey, Denise, sorry. These are 46-year-old eyes, so they don't work very well. Hey,
Grandma Six.
Okay, so hey, everybody. All right. So we were supposed to go live yesterday for our DaFuq Thursdays. My fault. I flaked. Yep. All that. Just overwhelmed.
A bitch gets tired, A bitch gets tired. We got real life stuff going on, so it happens.
So I had to edit the thumbnail a little bit, and then some developments came up. I have to link the Amber's channel, Terri Lynn's channel, and a few other channels. There's been a few interviews with a woman named Sweaty that was a mod. Okay, before let me rewind. I wanted to say today makes a year that Tracy Wagaman, for those who may not know, she was in Love After Lockup. She was married to Clint Brady. She passed away exactly 1 year ago. She battled addiction, and sadly, her addiction won. So today makes a year that she passed away, and a lot of the creators decided to commemorate this Goddess Day, right? So a lot of creators went to the community tab and posted pictures of her to celebrate her life and to remember her death. Today makes a year. She also had a baby 5 days before she passed away. The baby's a year old now, and my prayers and best wishes are for the baby. So I just wanted to say that first, that today is Goddess Day, right? It's a day to celebrate her life and her tragic death way too early. And this is why when I come here and I say addiction is a matter of life and death, I mean that. You may think that it won't take you out, and it just takes one time. There's people that used for the first time and OD'd and passed away. Okay? Let me put this up before I say any more, because you already know. Trigger warning, guys. Okay, this whole live, my whole channel.
I watched on the show. I watched her.
Did you? JJ girl?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I couldn't hear you then, but I can hear you now. What were you saying? JJ, I can't hear you now, girl. Hi, Caddy Michula. JJ, I cannot hear you, girl. I cannot hear you. Okay, I'm gonna wait for JJ's. Oh, yes. Were you knocking at my door?
Well, I was talking. I'm telling you, it's definitely the weather. I had to switch off of my house internet and just went on my what do you call it?
Your house? I mean, your phone internet?
Yeah, just my regular phone internet.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So hopefully it works better. Okay. What I was saying anyway, I don't think you could hear me when I was saying it, but
I could not.
I watched Love After Lockup. I was one of I loved that show. I would never miss it. And I remember Clint and Tracy being my favorite couple. I mean, they were so crazy and such good TV. And I really believe that Clint did love her. Like he
agree.
was, So, rest in peace, Tracy. You seem like everybody has such good things to say about you. God bless, and I hope she's resting in peace.
Thank you. And that goes to show that people that battle with addiction does not make them bad people, right? Sometimes people, I'm in recovery 21 years, and we call it battling our demons because there's something that made us susceptible to addiction. Something, there's a lot of causes. Some people had accidents, surgery, and they started taking medication and had no idea. They took the medication as prescribed and became addicted to it. So not everybody takes it recreationally, but addiction still has the same result. Whether you did it recreationally, whether you were in an accident, the end result is the same. And addiction may make people do and say ugly things, but it doesn't change their soul, right? So, and that's why, people say once an addict, always an addict. I would never say that because I don't believe that. We do recover. So I don't ever say that. I've heard people say that, once an addict, always no, the fuck not. We will always have to be aware of our triggers and that we can relapse. We have to keep that up front. But I don't believe in that saying. I think that saying holds people back. And just like what I tell you guys with self-affirmations, right? The more you say it, the more you believe it. So if you keep hearing once an addict, always an addict, you internalize that. And some people get the fuck it. So I never say that to anybody. When I worked in harm reduction, when I worked in addiction, that's something that I never said. And when, patients would say that, I would quickly correct them. No. We don't say that shit here. We do recover, bro. We recover. So that leads me to my next thing. Hi, G5. How are you, sweetie? Oh, there goes my Denise. Now I see her. Hey, sweetie.
Denise. What's up, Denise?
It doesn't discriminate. You're right. Doesn't matter, the rich, the poor. It doesn't matter, right?
Right.
Anybody can become a victim of addiction. So
yes, but
good. But
I was just gonna say, with that said, a person that is in active addiction, it's not a good enough excuse to abuse anyone.
Oh no,
it's not. No. Your partner, your kids, anybody. It is not a good excuse to put your hands on anyone.
There's never an excuse.
No, and I also need to say as well, because I have firsthand knowledge of experience, I should say, of dealing with a domestic violence situation when I was a kid. Right. There is no you go to a few therapy sessions and you're cured of being a raging
bullshitnizzle. That's not how real life works.
That's right. Exactly. So it bothers me to hear I'm in therapy, I'm cured. In therapy. Exactly. Like right away. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, well, you should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
And you also should take accountability and responsibility for what you did. And you have to, honestly, Cindy, I asked you yesterday, in a conversation, if you thought that Jen Bailey, we're talking about, by the way, and Clint, since we were talking about Tracy. I asked you, because you are a counselor, so and much more knowledgeable than I am, I asked you if she should go into inpatient or would outpatient be okay, and you said long-term inpatient.
Yes.
So that's kind of scary, it's scary, but
for me, outpatient is like a quick fix, right? People think that they can go to outpatient and they'll be cured, and that is not true. That is a fallacy. That if you put that in your mind, you're setting yourself up for failure. Okay, it takes a lot of work. I don't. Okay, so you guys know I don't come here and I never accuse people of having an addiction if I don't know that. So I'm going to say allegedly, right? Jen's I don't even want to say her name, man.
I know.
I'm gonna call her GB. Okay, GB.
Yeah, there you go.
Had a mod that was a friend of hers for many years. Again, after this live, I'm sorry, I should have done it before. I'm gonna link the Amber channel and Terri Lynn. They both had Sweaty on their panel and they interviewed with her. And I think and I'm not here trying to bash GB. You guys already know my personal feelings towards her, and I can separate the two. I think that these issues are way bigger than my personal feelings with her. I think that she honestly needs help, okay? Her ex-mod and once very close friend came on and was saying that there were some allegations made by Just Jules and Brooke that they had seen her while she was like backstage waiting to go on a panel, huffing something out of a balloon, right? Some people didn't believe it. I didn't know what to believe. It wasn't my place to even interject in that. I wasn't there. I didn't know what happened. Sweaty allegedly confirmed that GB said to her that yes, she was using Duster. I'm going to explain a little more what Duster is. She was inhaling it or huffing Duster. Okay. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of the story before I get into the dangers of all this stuff and DV and all of that.
Yeah, and I didn't know. So I'm glad you're talking about it because I had no idea. I'm like, what could she possibly put in a balloon if it's not helium to make her voice sound weird? Like, I'm so naive. I'm like,
sometimes they put it in a bag, but in a bag it's not as airtight. You know, you ever seen people huffing from, like, it would look like when you're hyperventilating, like that you use a paper bag. Okay, people have used paper bags and bags to huff and inhale chemicals, but I guess it doesn't have the same result because it's not airtight. A balloon would keep it all in there. So, guys, listen, drugs are bad. I am not trying to give people ideas. I'm not trying to trigger anybody who has huffed. I have never personally done that. But again, certified counselor.
It's good to, make people aware because I had no idea. And I was told in a chat by a couple of people.
Thank you, Kirsten.
I think it was Amber's chat. Yeah, it had to be Amber's chat. And they said that the like huffing of the Duster, like doing it in a balloon makes it so that way your lips don't freeze or something.
You don't get like cold blisters. You don't get cold sores. Yeah,
it's too cold
because it's extremely cold. So what Duster essentially is, you guys have probably used it. It comes in the aerosol can. It has that like long, thin straw type thing for you to clean in between your keyboard keys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those hard to reach places that you don't want to put water. You don't want to take a rag and clean your damn keyboard and mess it up. So they have that so they could get in between the cracks of your keyboard and stuff and clean all the dust out. That is essentially what that is. It has chemicals. Now, I know plenty of people. Now, what I'm about to say now is my opinion, right? My professional opinion, not personal opinion, my professional opinion. Hey, BB loves honey tea. Hey, mama.
There's my baby.
So what I'm about to say is my professional opinion. She has an ACS case going on, right? For those who may not know, when you have children's services involved, they do take your urine, random toxicology. So in my opinion, this could be a possibility why she may be huffing, because unless somebody's alerted to that, like a CPS or somebody, they won't test you for that. There's no way. They would have to, that would be a more intense testing. They would have to do blood and all of that and know exactly what chemicals they're testing for in order to find that. You understand? The normal tests usually have opiates, benzodiazepines, cocaine, marijuana, stuff like that. Those categories of drugs, hallucinogens, LSD, ecstasy in Molly form, all of that stuff is usually on a typical drug screening. So huffing, you wouldn't necessarily, unless somebody, like I said, is alerted to, they think this is what you're doing, and they alert the authorities or whoever's involved. Not saying to go real life, guys. That's not what I'm saying as well. I'm just giving you my opinion of why somebody would choose to huff something like that, because it would be undetectable on drug screenings. So they could still, escape their reality. In my opinion, she can't cope with life. She can't cope in general. And this is a way for her to escape her reality, escape feeling. She wants to be numb. She doesn't want to deal with anything. And that is the case. That was also the case with me. I couldn't cope. I did not have coping skills. So, sorry, JJ, do you want to say something? Because I'm just going a mile a minute. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. I'm just listening. You're the one who's more knowledgeable on this. I'm listening. What's up, Carmen?
Hey, Carmencita. Carmen, did you cook, girl? Bitch is hungry. I'm just kidding. Anyway, okay. So that's why I think somebody would do that as well, right? And there's a lot, and this is why I say, when JJ asked me, I said I think that she needs long-term inpatient. First of all, she needs it. She seems unwell. When I see her on her live stream, something is off. And again, I'm not diagnosing her. I am not a physician. I am not a psychiatrist. I do not pretend to be that. Okay. I work in addiction. I've worked in addiction. So that's where my expertise or whatever knowledge comes from. Not a fucking doctor, not a therapist. But in my opinion, she needs to be in a controlled environment where she can get away from Clint, first of all. Clint, I don't know you. I'm not trying to bash you. I'm not trying to bash either of you guys. Okay? No. But this is serious. First of all, huffing causes Swiss cheese brain. I said that yesterday. I don't mean to sound offensive or insensitive. That is what people call it. It causes holes. It can cause holes in your brain. It can actually seize up your lungs, kind of freeze your lungs, because that's extreme cold. You can go into cardiac arrest. It can stop your heart. People usually stop breathing because the cold goes directly into their lungs. There's so many things that can happen. Short term, you can OD, right? Your lungs can, seize up. Your heart can stop. You can have an aneurysm. Like, so many things can happen. Long term, brain damage, lung damage, heart damage, all these things. This is not a little, like, I think she's making it light. Like, it's not that serious. Every single drug is life threatening. So please do not be deceived. Like, this is because, high school kids or kids in general huff and all of that. It's extremely dangerous. So many people and young kids die doing this. Okay. So that's why I said I think she needs, because I think she has a lot of underlying issues, mental health issues. She seems unwell. She seems manic, in my opinion. Manic just meaning like she's always going. Also, her friend Sweaty, well, not her friend no more, but Sweaty did not have an ulterior motive. It wasn't like her and Jen fell out. It wasn't like she was getting revenge. You know how you usually think two people fall out. Now I'm going to come and expose you. I'm going to tell everything. That didn't happen. Sweaty was on the phone. Allegedly, Sweaty was on the phone with GB and heard her berating Clint Bailey recently, a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 days ago. And she said it sounded like she was hitting him with the phone or with something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is what she was like, oh, I can't do this no more. She knew what people had said. She said she'd never seen the videos of the previous abuse, but she heard it for herself. She was on the phone where she said she was like upset. I'm trying to find the right words because I'm trying not to be disrespectful. she was wilding. And for hours. And she was saying similar things to that you probably heard her say in those videos. If you saw those videos, similar things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I say that I think she needs long term, it's a lot going on. Okay. DV is not a joke. And when you mix in substances and when you mix in mental health issues, it's all overwhelming. It's not to excuse her behavior. And this is why JJ was saying therapy is not a one and done. Therapy is not you sign up for therapy, you see your therapist once, you're cured. No
way.
You need therapy to learn how to cope. She needs bereavement counseling. In my opinion, she needs bereavement counseling. She needs anger management. She needs life skills. She needs parenting. There's so many different types that she needs. There's not and there's general therapists, but there's more specialized therapists, and I think that she needs each one of those. I think that her and Clint have a very unhealthy, codependent relationship with each other. It's very unhealthy. And I think that just like with women, right? Please do not be, don't think that men can't go through the same thing as women. I am a mother of 5 sons. I have 9 brothers. I know that men go through the same types of abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, financial abuse, all of that. Okay. And when you're emotionally beaten down to a certain point, you deal with it, for fear, for thinking you can't do any better, just all these different reasons. Okay. Let me breathe for a second. Let me read some comments because I get hyped up and then I just go on a tangent. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It pisses me off. And again, I'm trying to be objective. I'm trying not to let my personal feelings, and it's hard, right? Because when somebody's abusive to somebody else, physically abusive, you see it. Like I saw the videos, it affected me. It affects me. It affects me. Like you guys know, I've said it so many times, and I'm not here trying to turn it on me, but I can relate. I lost my cousin to stuff like this. I lost him to DV. He couldn't take it anymore. Not to excuse what he did. He shouldn't. He got tired. He put his hands on her. He lost his life. And it's very dangerous. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. She doesn't have the right to put her hands on him, man. She needs to keep her hands to her fucking self, man. I'm trying to be easy. She needs to keep her hands to her fucking self. For real. Because I'm telling you, listen to me, please. Tomorrow's one of my sons, I told you, that got birthdays back to back in the summer. Tomorrow is my oldest son's birthday. Just in case, my sons, any chick puts their hands on my sons, I don't give a fuck. I could be 80 years old. I'm going to beat your ass with a cane. That's my word. Don't put your hands on my sons, because I taught my sons don't put their hands on females, no matter what. If a chick gets you to that place, walk your happy ass the fuck away from her. You better leave. If a chick puts you in that state of mind, then something is off and you need to bounce. I taught my sons not to hit females, but that doesn't mean a female going to go smacking my son and all of that. You're going to have a serious issue. And if I'm too old, they have cousins, not saying that, listen, I don't endorse physical violence. Fuck with my kids, you're going to learn. So, all right. JJ, you still there? She gone. She like, oh, this bitch want to just run the shit by herself. All right, bye. I'm out. It's her Wi-Fi, guys. It's a storm, so I understand. Sorry, let me read some comments. I'm wilding.
Oh no, it wasn't the storm. I was muted. Oh. I don't know why I was muted.
Oh. Okay, so please talk, because I'm going crazy a little bit.
No, I agree with you. I think
yes. Sorry.
From watching Clint.
Good.
I'm watching Clint on the show. And that's really the only way I know him, or kind of in the background of Jen. And yeah. I don't like Jen, so I don't watch her often enough. She irritates me, and she says the same things over and over. She's like a broken fucking record. So I don't listen to her much, but from what I've seen of Clint, like he's probably the more submissive one. and definitely more susceptible to DV, no doubt. Like you can tell, you can just, there is no, oh, you're crazy, you're bugging. There's no way that he's like that. But no, I really, from things that I've seen and heard, that's exactly the way it is. And she has a strong personality, even though it's a broken record. Like I said, it's still a strong personality, and I don't think he has that. So they are toxic. They are toxic as fuck. They both need to get away from each other, and it would do them both some good to go and get the help that they need inpatient, not to be around the people that are helping them, to enabling them, I guess I should say,
I agree. They both he needs to learn skills to be independent. He needs to learn self-esteem. He needs extensive therapy as well, for a number of things, right? Oh, hey, what up, Drew? So he needs therapy for a number of reasons. She needs therapy. She needs therapy. She needs inpatient. She's in denial. So I've been watching her on her channel, right? And listen, y'all know I could be shady. I throw shade. I do. I don't give a fuck. There's sometimes I'm gonna be shady as fuck. I'm gonna throw some shade, be ready. So I've given her a nickname and whatever. I don't give a fuck. Eeyore, because and I'm sorry, but it's like she starts off her stream just so monotone and just Eeyore. You guys know who Eeyore is. Just picture that in a human form. And I don't understand that. Every single time, I can understand being in a bad place. And again, I'm not trying to make light of mental health issues. I'm not trying to mock that. No. Okay. But that is how I see her, right? And lately I think that it's all a facade, right? On her channel, she's trying to do better. She's not raging. Thank you, Amber. That's what she was doing on the phone, raging. But then I see she's on Amzi's channel a week ago, and she is, what? You fucking bitch, get the Mims, you get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch. And
wow.
I'm like, okay. So you came over yonder to show your true self, but on your channel, you're trying to show a reformed person. Let me tell you, here, I'm me. I don't pretend. I don't be up here like, this is me. Like it or don't, this is me. You know what I mean? I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Gigi. What were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say? I don't know. I forget as soon as I'm
that was just a side note.
Like reading the things and reading the
squirrel. Hey, Nanavate is great, my girl. Sorry.
Yeah, I anybody that can be a friend to her right now, I would say is absolutely crazy, because the woman will be your best friend in the morning, and then at night she's like hating you, going off on you, telling your every secret to everyone. Like, it's so weird. How do you do that? And then someone will do something to her, try to sleep with her man or whatever, and she's just fine. Like, how does that happen?
And she's like, hey, bestie, how you doing?
Yeah,
you was trying to sleep with my man. Yeah, you was trying to move over here to be with him. It's all right. But somebody called me pancake titties, and they're the enemy of my enemy, and I hate them for life. You tried to sleep with my man and take my man, but we good.
Yeah, I could never. Nope, it's a wrap.
I'm in topsy-turvy land. I'm in fucking reverso land and shit. Like, what? Hi, B to you. How are you, beautiful? It's craziness. It's, oh my God, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Minor infractions. Like, she just loses her mind. But it's all right. Try to sleep with her man. Try to move to her state. She'll be mad at her for a week. but then y'all good again. Like, get the fuck out of here, girl. Get the fuck out of here. And then Usa. Let me stay up because let me stay right here. Because I'm going this way and that way.
Another topic.
Yeah, let me stay right here. So anyway, what I wanted to
also like,
yes. What I wanted to say is just anybody that may be struggling with domestic violence, I'm not monetized. I just have to be careful because I don't want to trigger anybody. Anybody that may be in any sort of abusive relationship, please know that you can do better. You deserve better. You know, I know that couples get into arguments and sometimes we say hurtful things, right? I know that. You know what I mean? But your significant other should not be your outlet to release your frustration, your rage, your anger. That to me shows a pattern of behavior. And somebody that can do that to anyone. I'm not going to mention, I hope you guys can use your imagination because I'm not going to have her say I spoke about her kids or her mother. So I'm not going to go there. Right. But when you cannot control your rage and your anger, that can be directed towards anyone in your life. She needs anger management. She cannot manage it. She's trying to conceal it online. But again, her mask was pulled off. And that's not okay. That somebody should, behind closed doors, should have to keep reliving that and dealing with that because he's a man. Nobody should be subjected to being berated verbally, especially physically. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, girl. Keep your hands to yourself. Yep. Because if it was the other way around, oh my God, bloody murder for good reason.
Touch my son. If you touch my son,
we need to have the same outrage, though, JJ. If a guy hits a girl, and I know that,
of course.
But I know that if guys are stronger, you know, whatever, guys are stronger, bigger, stronger. So if a guy hits a girl, it's like, you know, I get it. But we need to have similar outrage when women hit men. Because this can have a domino effect to very dangerous situations. This can be very dangerous. You know, listen, it can just be very dangerous. It shouldn't be allowed. It should not just be like, oh, it was a mistake. No, it's not a mistake. And you keep doing it. And then you're coming here faking the funk like you're working to get better. Therapy takes time. Let me chill. Therapy takes time. Just like when you get on any kinds of medication takes time to work. So does therapy. You don't go to one therapy session and think you got it down packed. That is not how it works. You go every day or every week, however often you go, you learn life skills. You learn coping mechanisms. You learn how to control and communicate. You need to learn to communicate better without this and without the fucking forked tongue. You need to learn to speak to somebody like they are a human being. Treat them the way you want to be treated. So that takes time. That is not a one and done. And I keep saying that. So everybody, and let me tell you something, any of my friends, any of my family, I'm not going to enable that way. That if they're being abusive to somebody, I'm going to be like, it's okay. No. What the hell is wrong with you? Put your hands on that person again. I don't
play shit like that. Nanny of 8 is great, says if it was the other way around, Clint would be in jail. And that is 100% true.
Facts.
100%. It just would be. People would be so outraged and it would make like
they would be calling the police themselves. Now, I'm not saying go real life. I have to keep prefacing that because everything I say, somebody be like, oh, Selfie was saying call the police. Selfie was saying call CPS. No, Selfie fucking wasn't. I'm giving hypotheticals. Had it been the other way around, that shit would have been done in a millisecond. It's not okay. The enabling, the coddling, you know what I mean? Oh, pobrecita. Get the fuck out of here with that. How about if it goes too far? It's gone too far. But how about if it goes to another level? No, it's not okay. She needs her ass handed to her. Fuck is you doing? What, JJ?
I said hi to Jules. Jules just came in. Just Jules.
Did she? Where is she?
Yeah, she's here.
I don't see her. I want to say
The bottom of the chat.
Oh, there she goes. Hey, Just Jules. How are you, sweetie pie? Yeah. Yeah, and blaming Just Jules. I was in her chat yesterday, and she's being blamed if GB is pushed over the edge.
No,
listen to
no,
me.
no,
I take self-harm very serious. I take it very serious. I do. Okay? I don't mock stuff like that. Her situation was mocked. I'm not going to tell her whole business, but previously it was mocked in that chat, right? Where we're talking about pushing GB too far, but yet you're going to mock Just Jules and a crisis situation she was in. Make that fucking make sense. Y'all motherfuckers should have billboards of hypocrisy for real. Because I know I could be a hypocrite. Yep. Yes, I can. But y'all bitches hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. Bitch, y'all need mirrors. Y'all need fucking mirrors. Because y'all bitches do that shit on a regular. GB was like, oh, these bitches are flip-floppers. Bitch, I should buy you your own pair of chanclas, bitch. She should be there for Halloween, a big ass flip flop sweater. Bitch, you can't be serious, son.
Flip flop for Halloween.
No puedo con esta gente. Bro, you dead ass should be there for Halloween. Like talking about people flip flopping, girl. I don't even know who she's friends with from one day to the next. I don't know if she's cool with Amzy. She's fucking out with Amzy. She's cool with Maria. She's cool with JY. Like, I don't. Girl, no, girl. No, I can't work.
She's cool with Siwa. Curses me out for being on Siwa's panel when I was only talking to Siwa, not her. Yeah, now she hates Siwa. Yeah, now she hates Siwa, and it was like the next day she hated Siwa. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm in the Twilight Zone, honestly.
I can't deal with. Yeah, I know, Just Jules. I'm telling you, I just can't deal with it. People need to cut it the fuck out. Stop sitting in there and acting like it's no big deal what she's doing. It's a big fucking deal. Okay? Yeah. Addiction is serious. It's a matter of life and death. She can pass away, and don't you dare blame anybody else. Oh, you're making videos about her. That's pushing her over the edge. Come mierda. Okay? That's not pushing over the edge. That's trying to get her to wake the fuck up. That this is serious. You that are in her chat, like, girl, it's okay. It's okay.
I can completely relate to Jules because while in the 90-day community, everything is her fault. And just about every other community that I've been, the anti-KJ,
and you both have
everything is my fault. I won't even know about something, and it's my damn fault. I'm seeing.
Yes.
Oh, it must be JJ. Like, what the fuck? I didn't do nothing.
But that's why Jen Bailey came at you like that. She thought that you were Just Jules. When she heard JJ, she automatically assumed that it was that JJ. Because they, in chats, they'll put just 2 J's for Just Jules. So, of course, her entrametida got to be in everything. She heard JJ and was like, oh, went up there like a firecracker, and it was the wrong damn JJ. And now she's not going to, admit, oops, I done fucked up. She's going to keep that momentum because she's a rager. And she came out all crazy to you when it was none of her damn business. And she derailed that whole conversation.
That was so weird.
It was so weird. It's fucking crazy. It was so crazy because she has so much hate for Just Jules. And you know what? That's where the misunderstanding came with me and Just Jules, because I'm like, damn, she's bullying Jen Bailey. No, the fuck she's not. She's not. I had to eat them fucking words. Fucking words, and they didn't taste very good. She's not. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. If somebody keeps coming and denying and doing the same thing, they need to have their words thrown back at them. Maybe that shit will wake them up. With her, I don't know, man. Because she seems like so set in her ways that she does not want to hear that she's wrong, that this is not okay what she's doing. It's not okay. The things that she said about Tracy Wagaman was the most disgusting stuff that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
The envy that she had for that woman is beyond.
Right. You know, and I don't understand that because, okay, you had, yes, and Tracy knew Clint first and they were married. They had a relationship. You know, she's the goddess to him. I'll never forget that. It was just, and where they got married, you know, just kind of spur of the moment kind of, it was just, you know, I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. Like, why is she so mad with Tracy when
I don't
Tracy
know.
and Clint separated, and then she has supposedly like a best friend go and text Clint and talk about sexting and moving to the right where they are.
Right.
And why do you not have like that same venom for your friend? Instead, you have that venom for an ex-wife that had nothing to do with you.
Yep. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying, that something is off. And again, guys, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm not gonna come here and tiptoe around shit anymore. Listen, this is me. Take it or leave it, man. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And she, every time, like, I bet you, if somebody tips her off to this video, she gonna say we were talking about her kids or some shit when we weren't. Me even just saying that sentence is like enough. Like, they were, no, bitch, no, we're not. We're talking about you. You and you alone. You and you alone. Because let me tell you, she's not the only one that's dealing with grief. She needs grief counseling, bereavement counseling, because you're not the only one dealing with it, girl. And your grief is no more or no less than anyone else's. You're not more important than anyone else. Your pain is not more important than anyone else. Your friend, Sweaty, just lost her mom 2 months ago. 2 months ago. And your pain is more significant than hers, right?
No, that's so wrong. Like, how are you a friend at that point? At that point, you are an emotional vampire, like taking everything out of a person till they have nothing left, basically, you know? And I kind of feel that way when it comes to Clint. And trust me, I'm not saying Clint is perfect. Like, he's definitely got his issues, you know?
Not.
But
I'm gonna go get a cigarette. I'll be right back. 1 second. Please continue. Okay. That shit got me fired up.
Cindy fired up. And it wasn't Alex this time. No, Alex. I'm so happy to see all of you. I can't even tell you how happy I am that our J Fit is back. We called you out, girl. We're like, where's J Fit at? Where's she been? We missed you. We always miss our peoples when they're not in here. Anyway, if any of you grew up with an abusive, if you were in an abusive household, you know how that is. And I wish to God that they would just separate their toxic gases from each other and just get the help that they need personally, not the help that the other one needs, not couples counseling. They need actual like inpatient therapy where they're getting it around the clock and learning basically how to live without using.
But you know what, JJ, that shows me that this is where the problem lies too, in my opinion. Her focus is she's too wrapped up in Clint, in my opinion, because if that was her priority, sorry, excuse me, and I know that couples therapy is needed, but in my opinion, individual therapy is needed. You have to work on yourself. You can't say that the one issue is you guys together. No, it begins and ends with you, girl. If you can't control your rage, if you can't control your hands, you need to have individual therapy and find out what is going on with you. You need to do some self-reflection. Couples therapy is, in my opinion, should be once she has become situated in her own therapy and begun to realize and get to know herself. I don't think she knows who she is. I really don't. So couple therapy is not going to work. All it's going to do is her pointing fingers at him. Well, I do this because he makes me mad, or he does this. She has to take responsibility, and that will only come through therapy and self-reflecting. You know what I mean? And that's what
you can't love someone else without loving you first.
Bingo.
Like, you can't give someone your all. You are not whole. Like, it's just not possible. And you know, I learned that through therapy. That isn't something I'm just coming up with. You know, I learned that through therapy. Like, you got to fix yourself and your problems in order to love someone through hard times and, you know, whatever you go through. And that's why I said, if somebody is like commenting or making fun of my looks or something, that's why I said I laugh. I realize some don't, because everybody is self-conscious of something, you know, but you have to learn to love yourself. And sometimes that takes work. And I feel bad for any child that is in any sort of DV situation, because I can tell you, when my kids were younger, I stayed single for 7 years after my divorce. And that was because I did not want my kids remembering like all these different guys that mommy brought in. And I was afraid, like, what problems do they have? What issues do they have? I don't want my kids to see this. And I was afraid because I went through it myself, and I wanted to break that generational curse. You know, I didn't want to go there. And it was more important to me to be a good mother than it was to be a girlfriend or a spouse.
That's right. That's right.
I'm broken myself. You know, it's crazy.
And
it's crazy,
Layla, I think that's a great question. And Layla said, if you touch someone, it's assault. Call police. Can I ask a question respectfully? Are minorities not wanting to call police? I don't know if it's just minorities, because I know people that I think it's just the code of the streets, right? I don't even think it really has so much to do with being a person of color, you know, or being a minority. I think that it's sorry. It can definitely be a cultural thing, but it can also be where you grew up. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're more street smart, or it can be a whole array of factors. I know that when I was in my addiction, police was off limits. You didn't call the police, girl. That was snitching. You know what I mean? I no longer live by the code of the streets. I no longer, so y'all gonna kiss my ass with that. Don't call the police. Y'all trying to break in my house, I'm calling the police.
Well,
y'all trying to mug me, I'm calling the police. Like, the hell?
We have to remember that, you know, there is a whole cycle when it comes to DV. There's a lot of women and men that don't want to call the police and get their spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend, whatever, in trouble. And they'll deny, you know, that anything ever happened. And when it comes to pressing charges or going forward with charges, they just don't want to testify or be a part of it. So that person gets off then, you know, and it's sad. It's so damn sad. So the toxic
that happens so often,
just keeps going over and over again. So yeah, it sucks. But hey, Irish, what's good? Cindy, do you have that video? Oh, she's got to yell at Alex. He must be making noise.
Wait, what, Mama? I'm sorry. I thought I was unmuted. What?
Oh, yeah.
The video?
The video of the girl.
Yeah. Hi, Irish Jazz. So I just wanted to say one more thing before we move on. I watched so I did watch Sweaty, and I wanted to say, I know she's not watching this, but Sweaty, I related to her so much. She said that her she lost her mom. Hi, Exo. How are you, sweetie? She lost her mom. Irish, did I say hi to you, my sweet girl? I hope I did. She lost her mom, and she was abused as a kid by her mom, as was I. I lost my mom, and my mom used to take out her frustrations out on us, hit us. I went through a lot of trauma. And when I was listening to her up there, I felt it in my soul. Like, I it resonated with me so much. And she said that when she became a mom, that fear, and I've shared that with you guys. That's why I never spanked my kids. Never. I've never put my hands on my kids, because that fear, that propensity for rage and violence was in me, you know? And so I was always so afraid that I would hit my kids. And I just felt like that's not the way I want to discipline my kids. That's not the life lesson I want to teach them. That's not how I want to teach them to deal when they've done something wrong, that you hit. Because in my opinion, I just felt like that is what you teach. Something goes wrong, hit somebody. They do something you don't like, hit somebody. So that was something that I wanted to not pass on to my kids. And she said she forgave her mom, as I forgave my mom as well. So I just, excuse me, guys. Bro, I know.
Uh-oh. Alex in
Sorry,
trouble
guys.
again?
No, I'm hiding. We're going to start playing the video. Like, all right. Enough. Yeah, bata, yeah. Okay. So that, I just wanted to say that to her, and my heart is with her. And I felt that in my soul. And I think that that's why it's important, because when you're parents, you have to put your kids first. Your kids see that rage, because it slips out. There's no way you can tell me that this is how she behaves and she doesn't behave that way in front of her children. Sorry. That's the only thing I'm going to say about the kids, because, all right, I'm going to leave that alone.
Probably worse.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there, because then,
behave that
she'll
way
be
in
crying
front
for
of the
4 months.
camera. How do you behave when the camera's not rolling, you know?
We have to be very careful, guys. We need to do self-reflecting. We need to really focus on ourselves. You can't be in a healthy relationship with somebody else if you can't be in a healthy relationship with yourself. Seriously. Yeah. And being afraid to be alone is not a good enough reason to be in a relationship. The fuck? Nah, bro. You bugging. Anyway, okay. That was how my dad was with us, Cindy. Bro, I'm really gonna.
Hey, EXO. Ooh, she mad now. She bitching out, Alex, because he doesn't be quiet.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's like, oh my God, let me chill. See, then they're gonna be like, oh, she talking about GB, but look at her, violent. No, the fuck I'm not. No, the fuck I'm not. Anyway, okay. I know. Listen, man. I'm gonna kick his ass. Anyway, okay. Lead by example. You're right. Let me take my own advice. Let me take that advice too. Let me lead by example. Okay. So yeah, that's all I want to say. And I was not trying to drag her. My personal feelings for her aside, I think that she does need to go inpatient and deal with her issues and stop focusing on her and Clint so much. Yeah. Because you can't force something. It's funny because just Jules, I heard her saying people are trying to force a square into a circle. You guys know I say that all the time too. People trying to fit a hexagon into a square. That shit don't fit. That shit don't fit. Stop trying to fit something that doesn't fit. If it's meant to be, it'll be. You know? All right.
Absolutely.
So that's what I wanted to say. Anybody struggling with DV, please know you can do better. Anybody struggling with addiction, please know that there are services out there. I'm going to link them below after this video. My email is always open. I can help you with resources, detox, rehab, transitional housing, anything I can help you with. Even if, of course, you're not in New York, I can help you with services in your state. You could just reach out to me. My email is the same as selfiequeencindy@gmail.com. You can reach out to me and I will do my best to help you with any resources I can. Now, don't come to me and be like that you need a horse or some, unrealistic shit like that. Don't be sending me emails like that, man. Don't be sending me emails you want a trip to Africa or some shit. Don't be stupid, because I get those damn emails too. Don't come with that shit. Email me for real shit. Like, oh, I need help getting, look, here we go. I'm telling you, this is the bullshit, see? Right on time. Look, this is the bullshit. Oh, boy. All right. This is what I'm fucking people, bro. I'm telling you. What is happening here? Did I get them or what? Guys, JJ. JJ. Yeah, unicorn. Listen, all right. They could help me with unicorns. JJ, are you still there? Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Let me know because I don't know now. You want a pony? Yeah, I know. Did you guys get them? I can't see. They still don't. I don't know. They don't show up deleted. These bots are corny, bro. Corny. Naked, cheap as sex. No fucking thank you. Nobody want no cheap ass dates. Fuck out of here. Okay, you hear me. Okay, good. All right. I don't know where JJ is. Hopefully she'll be back or she muted herself by accident. I don't know. So I just wanted to say that. Yes, she said, bye, bitch, bye. Okay. I just wanted to say that. JJ, you can hear me now?
I'm back. Swear to God.
Listen, it is not a selfie in JJ stream unless JJ yeets herself 50 times. Unless I say, can you hear me? Can you hear me? 40 times. Yep. You already know. Y'all looking for professionalism? Y'all got the wrong channel, goddamn.
On Wednesday, we lost power for 2 hours. It's insane here. Wow. It's like a monsoon.
I know it does rain a lot in Florida, though. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't deal with it. I hate the rain. All right. So we wanted to say that again. Rest in peace to Tracy Wagaman. A bunch of creators decided today is Goddess Day, and that is what it's going to be. That is what it is. And we weren't even supposed to speak about GB, but I felt like I couldn't come here and not speak about that. There was no way. That's what I talk about on my channel, addiction, all of that. So there was no way I could come here and just do a stream and not address the elephant in the room. It's not okay. And, she was forgiven after the last time and nothing's changed apparently. There has to be work behind those apologies. Like, bro. Anyway, okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I saw it yesterday, I think. There's a video circulating of a woman who recorded one of her children's dads. She was trying to shame him for him buying his son McDonald's and not yeah, I know, girl.
Yeah.
For buying his son McDonald's and not buying her other 2 children McDonald's. So I'm going to see if I can find the video so I can show you guys. Listen, last time I got a damn what was it, JJ? Copyright for playing the Tayana Taylor. Oops, but all I had to do was just edit it. What?
Yeah, and just make sure you stop before 30 seconds, every 30 seconds.
Yeah, but they didn't care that I stopped. They just said I wasn't supposed to play that video. So what they did is I just pressed trim it. They trimmed that part out themselves, and I was like, good money. But yeah, so I'm gonna make sure I stop it every 30 seconds. I don't even know what the name of the video is. Oh, you have it in
I have it in Discord.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Sorry guys. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'm just kidding. Let me just get this video because I think it's important. I want us to discuss it. I have my opinions, of course. You already know.
I know, and everybody has their opinions on it, and it's such an interesting topic. Like, the woman has 4 kids, right? And I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, and some of you may not have. The woman has 4 kids.
Right.
She has, I guess, 3 baby daddies. Yeah. And one of them came to her house and brought the kid, his child, McDonald's, because she was saying that they had nothing to eat because she doesn't get her food stamps for, I don't know, she changed it. First it was like a week, then it was 2 weeks. She don't get her food stamps, right?
Yeah, she said the 6th, and then she said the fucking 11th
or something. Yeah. So
it was weird.
It was very weird. So I don't know. It just seems to me like you know, and then he brings his child's food and she has a fit because he doesn't bring all the kids' food.
Yeah.
But he's not the daddy of all the kids. But I can see it. Like, I'm almost in the middle. I just think she shouldn't have shamed him like she was trying to do. And it kind of backfired on her because a lot of people said, you know, at least she has a baby daddy who's trying to do right by his son and bring him food.
Yep. So we're going to listen real quick and then we're going to talk about it a little bit and then we're going to
Don't forget to mute yourself or whatever you got to do so that way everybody can kind of hear it.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Thank you, JJ. You're right. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you so much.
That's what I'm here for, honey. That's what I'm here for.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Oops. Sorry. Dropped my damn camera. Hold on, guys. I have it on no sound.
Look, y'all. Every day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he only. I'm finna expose him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up?
All right, let me stop it here. First of all, she's saying all of that, and I know her kids could hear that. That's toxic as hell. That's toxic as hell. Your kids are hearing you talk all this crap. Where's the gratitude that he's at least doing what fathers should do? Anyway, let me chill. Let me hold that.
Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
She's out of pocket, in my opinion. She's way out of pocket. But all right. Let's continue.
Okay, what about my other kids? What about your other kids? Okay, but them your kids' siblings though. Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though. So my other kids gonna be left out. You know I don't get my food stamps.
You see that? He said you didn't feed him? Yeah. And that's a valid fucking question, man. You didn't feed your kids? I don't understand. And oh God, okay.
Right. Then if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out. How are you helping yourself when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his.
And I understand, guys, I have 5 sons. And I'm gonna explain that, like, you know, I never would buy stuff for one of my sons unless I had for all of them. But that is my responsibility, just like their father. Their father would not bring for one. Daddy. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so
all 5 of your sons are by your husband. So, and here, you know, is a different situation. This man is trying to take care of his child. That is his responsibility. Morally, would it be the right thing to go and like pick up a couple boxes of hamburger helper and like maybe some, you know, chopped meat, you know, to beef?
That would have been more productive, right? But I don't think they could even have that kind of relationship to have that conversation. Because I think had she come at him differently and said, listen, instead of McDonald's, do you think you could just bring something that I can cook? I don't see why he's going to say no to his kid eating. You understand? But it's all the communication too. If this is the way that they communicate, you know what I mean? It's going to be hard to even get there to a place where he wants to even do that. Yeah.
I hate that she did this to him. It was so unfair.
He's not going to eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put? No. He's not gonna eat that.
You see how he said bring him out to, and I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's a kid.
I heard a few times on different channels that he wanted to take his son to McDonald's instead of bringing it there, and she said no.
Yeah.
So he tried to bring his dinner. Yeah,
she was and I get it, guys. As a mom, I get it. That you don't, of course, you don't want your kids to be hungry. But again, that is your responsibility as a mom. I get it too, that times are hard and she's on food stamps. I get that that doesn't go very far as either, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
You got to make it work. You got to be smarter. You got to coupon and look for sales, and you've got to be smarter when you are given. I mean, food stamps for people is a blessing. She should be using that, and it is her responsibility to feed her children, and it is her responsibility to go after the other two baby daddies. Like this dude is trying to do
right by his child, and I think that that's an important fact, JJ.
Because no, you got to put it on put it on subscriber only, because we're getting trolls in here.
All right, hold on, guys. Hold on, let me stop this real quick. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it on subscriber only because y'all motherfuckers is just bored.
I know. Exactly.
Nothing to do with your time, man. I just really don't get it. This shit don't make no fucking sense. Oh my god.
Where do those come from?
I don't know. I don't understand why they even do that. I don't get it at all. Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah. But why you do the subs only anyway? I'm thinking, you know, like I have been in the middle, but at the same time, I'm probably more towards like feeling like the man is trying to do right by him, his son. He's, you know, not being a deadbeat dad. He's wanting his child to eat, you know, bringing him something. And it's sad to think that the other kids would sit there watching their youngest brother, you know, eat McDonald's. But if you don't want that, then let your baby daddy take his kid to McDonald's to eat.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't get it. I don't. Like, I don't know. It's sad.
No, you're right. You're right. I think it's sad because as a mom, you know, your kids, you don't want your kids to be hungry. But I also think that the way she's coming at him is very entitled and very like he's supposed to do it. I think that her whole approach, right? I think that is an issue as well. The way she's speaking to him as if he has to do it. And honestly, he doesn't have to really do crap, but take care of his son.
He's not obligated. He's not.
And that can be a deterrent from him wanting to even do that now. You know, because some people be like, I'm not going to deal with this every time. You're not going to let me take my kid out to eat, but then I can't bring him food because it's going to be an issue. So he may do less now because of things like this.
She got hit hard, though, because she did a follow-up video. I don't know if you guys have seen the follow-up video, but I put that one, too, in Discord, Cindy. So if you want to finish playing the one we were watching, and then we can play the other one where she talks about her video went viral and, like, people are thinking, like, she's this terrible person and whatever. So she comes up with an excuse.
She made a bad choice.
Yeah,
with that crap.
Yeah, but I don't think she feels it's a bad choice because she was basically doubling down on what she said.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right,
so we got to watch the rest of this and see what she does with the McDonald's. She God dang, man.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb. Nobody told you to talk to mother. You have the mother kids. They're your responsibility. They're not my responsibility. Okay, but if you're going to bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
I don't know, man. I have no words. I have just no words. Guys, can you hear in the background? Can you hear that in the background?
I don't hear anything in the background. I just hear the video.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, they had siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
Wow.
Yes, you did.
Okay, that right there, you knew what you were getting into. What does she mean? That she knew that he knew she had other kids? Because I get that, but they're not in a relationship. You understand? You can say that if you're still in an ongoing relationship and you are married, then you say, okay, you knew I had kids when you got with me, but they are not together. They are not together. That's something you say when you're still together. You're married now, you live together. Nobody should be treating, no stepmom, no stepdad should be treating the other kids any differently. But this is an entirely different situation, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's just in my opinion.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids. Because I'm exposing everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
He is a good dad. He is a good dad. This right here shows this is, come on, man. Give props where props are due, man. For real.
Yeah, and she says he's done it before. Like he's brought food for his son before. So he's trying to do right by the child that he created as well. And there's a lot of baby daddies out there that will, you know, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I don't care what kids you have, you know, try to find me for child support kind of thing. And here's a man trying to bring his child food daily. And this chick's like,
well, how does she know his finances as well? How does she know his finances? Maybe he can't afford it. Right.
And you know what? You're talking about 4 kids. McDonald's is no longer cheap, okay? It's just not. He, you know, 4 kids, what are you going to spend? $30, $40? Maybe he can't afford it.
Could have got a whole meal for them. You know, like her whole approach. I think her approach should have been something totally different. And this camera in his face is not helping.
Nope.
Only come here with one piece of food for one child. The child that's mine, silly. No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kid. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that. He can't eat it. Maybe you had 1 or 2. I'll be like, no, maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the all like going on account? Spend money on all those kids.
Wait, so she has 4 kids?
Yes. She has 4. So he has 1, and then she has.
That's a lot. Yeah,
2.
that's a lot to put on him. That's a lot to put.
Yeah.
Especially they're not together. That's different, guys. If they're together, then you can't treat the other kids any differently. But if he's just a father trying to be a father to his child, allow him to be a father to his child.
When they were together, she said that he bought all the kids food. And now that they're not together, he just takes care of his son. Well, that's kind of the way it works. I mean,
exactly.
It's sad.
What does he expect? He expects too much.
Morally, would it have been nice for him to buy the other kids food?
Definitely.
Yes. Definitely. You don't want to cause sibling rivalry.
You don't want to do that to
kids.
But
the reality is, he's only obligated to one child.
Yeah.
She laid down with some other men, not him.
Yeah.
He's taking care of his responsibility. You know,
I agree.
So it's just sad. It really is.
He's over there with that. Sorry, guys. I can't even get. Usa. Yeah. I wanted to say, some people were saying a good man would have bought for everybody, and I understand that as well. But we do not know his situation. We do not know his finances. And I don't know.
Or your kid siblings, though. So that's what you're gonna go with. That's the one you're gonna. Those are your kid siblings. Yeah. So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat. I bring them food every other day. What do you mean? Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other one. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
She just said the 7th. Now she said the 11th. I'm confused. Because when you get food,
that's
you know
a long time to go without food in your house. You know, like go to a food and get some meal, or let this man take.
You're breaking up, JJ. You're breaking up.
And I get it.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Again, hear me
now?
I
can hear you now. I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let this man at least take his child out for dinner to get a meal. It's sad, I get it, but her kids are her responsibility. Yeah. They are.
And I know that the kids don't deserve that. You know, it's hard. Kids don't know the difference. They just know, why am I not getting food? So I get it from that perspective as well. Kids are innocent. They don't, you know, but damn, man, I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm in the middle, but more towards the father.
Yeah,
he's trying to do.
Yeah,
right,
my heart hurts for the kids. At the end of the day, right? The kids are all that matter.
It's difficult.
Okay,
it's
but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to feel like I feel the way about me, take him in the room.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
To the car. He ain't even got. He can bring out to the car.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here.
Oh.
He's eating this. Cute.
Oh no! I didn't see that. I didn't see her do that. Oh nah!
She's fucked up. I'm telling you, she's fucked up.
You ain't bringing up for all the.
Oh wow!
You stupid. Selfish as a. Like you're dumb as hell.
She just wasted food too. Wow.
Dumb. He not finna do that. You can't do it for all. Don't do it for none of them. That's stupid.
Wow.
So I'm finna take that day.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. That All right. Do you guys want to see her response or whatever, her doubling down? JJ, what are they saying in the chat? Do they want to see the second part or no? Is that enough for them? I don't know. I'm kind of upset. JJ? Oh my God. Guys, do you want to see the second part or? Yeah, she just wasted. Yeah, man. Hey, Miss Cassandra, my naughty girl. Her response to people. Yeah? Oh, shit. Second part. Okay. Rita also? I like the name. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay. All right, let's go. Oh, my God. That shit just got me tight. I didn't see that part. All right, cool. I know I'm invested now, too. I didn't see the second part either. All right, let me get the second part real quick.
The second part doesn't help her any. It really doesn't. It's like, girl, really? And she doubles down on it. I feel bad for the dude.
Ooh, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy.
You can hear me, right, Sin? You hear me?
Yeah, what is that? Is that my computer or my camera's on? You can see my keyboard. Sorry, guys.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mama. All right, hold on.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm like, what's going on?
I know my keyboard was showing. What the hell? That was weird. Oh, that was weird. I don't give a fuck. It's a regular damn keyboard. All right, here we go.
But what about my other kids? How come you can't see my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not gonna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you only got one thing in there.
Wait, but that wasn't even like her house. That was like a business. It looked like.
That's like this is the one we just watched. You got to go to the second one.
No, it says the sister behind the baby viral video explains why she made him feed all the kids.
Oh,
but I'm saying I just noticed that wasn't even her house.
No, it doesn't look like a house. You got to go to the 1 minute mark on the second video.
1 minute
to see her. Yeah, you got to go to the 1 minute mark because that looks like the same video we just watched.
It plays the same video. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Go to the second one then. Okay. Okay. There you go.
McDonald's.
Wait. This is the second one.
What's up?
Okay.
So
what? You gotta go to the 1 minute mark.
I am. Did you look? She's talking.
Been going around talking about mad about all her fucking kids not getting on McDonald's. Y'all got me fucked up. I just want to say, y'all got me fucked up. Don't talk about how I look right now.
Why is she laughing? Why are you laughing? It's not even funny.
I don't know. None of it's funny. Right.
Yeah.
You can't feed your kids, but let's laugh.
I don't think it's funny that she made him look like that she tried to shame him. And I get it. Some people, times are hard. Times are hard, man, for people. I get that sometimes you need a helping hand. I get that. Her approach was dead ass wrong, man. Sometimes you have to humble yourself. Humble yourself. Stop talking to people like they owe you something. Humble yourself and ask respectfully and ask with some fucking humility in your fucking voice, some gratitude in your fucking attitude. You know, it's okay. I understand people struggle, and sometimes with 4 kids, it's difficult. I know with 5 kids, it wasn't easy. It's not easy now, but there's no way that I would ever need something and I'm gonna talk to somebody that way, demand it, like I'm entitled and I'm owed something. You're not owed shit.
That's exactly how she's acting, entitled. Like one man, because she had a baby with one man, he should be taking care of her other kids.
Yeah, no, she done fell and bumped her fucking head. Anyway, let's finish watching.
If this video makes its rounds, I'll let y'all know what's up.
What?
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids.
Okay.
You knew the situation when you dated me.
He's not dating you anymore. He's not dating you anymore, miss. So fuck out of here with that nonsensical bullshit. See, she's gonna get me mad now. She's gonna get me pissed off because that only applies if he's still dating you, miss. The fuck? That does not apply now. The fuck, man, listen.
So keep that in mind.
Ours is the youngest child, okay, and that is irrelevant. He's not dating you. He doesn't live with you. You want to have some booty calls with him? That's on you, stupid. That's on you.
Y'all make me the villain.
You are the villain. Fuck that. Sorry.
Knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together.
You were together. Key fucking word. Together. Banging. All that good shit that comes with it. He's trying to get in your pants every night. Yep, he gonna be good to go every day.
And she's giving it to him. She's giving it to him. We're about to hear that too.
Fuck out of here. Oh my God.
My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids gotta feel it too. So now
that part I get. That part, that's very true. Kids do have to detransition, and that is that. Okay, that part is valid.
It's valid, but at the same time, it's her job to make sure her kids are secure. She is the one who brought this man into her life when she already had kids and decided to have a baby with him. So it's her job to make sure that her kids are secure. You know,
and not for nothing, but you know, I'm gonna do what was done to me. Remember? Oh, selfie. You don't look like you need no help. You got your nails did. You got your hair did. You got lashes on. You got makeup on, girl. How you can't feed your family? Right? They did that to me. I'm just kidding, guys. I ain't gonna do that to her.
No. My kids have only one of their sisters.
Because just because she's doing bad right now, don't mean that she's supposed to throw all her shit out. That's
right. She probably had it beforehand.
Yeah, motherfuckers was like, "Oh, selfie, you got your nails done, bitch." And the fuck, I have the stuff at home.
You didn't get them done. You did them yourself.
I did them myself. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't, not the rest of them, and they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them, but now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty.
You're petty. He doesn't have to do it anymore. That was, as fucked up as this sounds, that was a benefit of having a man in a relationship. He was going to do that for you and for your children. And it is kind of sad that no longer does that, but he's not obligated to do that. And you are setting your kids up for the future to not be able to handle no. You know, it's as sad as it is, this world does not hand out shit. You cannot have your kids go into the world thinking that they are owed something, because you're setting your kids up for fucking failure. No is a complete damn sentence.
Eddie, like, it's not fair. Like, you're not gonna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's?
Okay, he's not dipping and dabbing by himself, mama. Your shit opens and you let them dip and dab, that's on you too. That one has nothing to do with the other. It's not like he's moving back in. You do booty calls have nothing to do.
Dabbing for McDonald's for all her kids? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, you're cheap. If that's what she's saying, that's cheap. That's cheap. Sorry.
Exactly.
You're selling yourself cheap, girl.
So that's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm gonna stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else has to say about it.
Yes, you do, because that's why you're making this video. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't have a response. So try again, mama.
Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
All righty then. And you just made it worse. Period.
Yep. She doubled down on that shit. Like, what?
She
like,
made that shit
I understand. Like, I don't want to see any kids upset or suffering.
No, or hungry.
Or watching their sibling eat. But if there is no food, that man's responsibility is to his child. That if the other baby daddies don't participate in raising her kids or helping in any way, then that's on her. That's not the kid's fault. It's not.
I agree.
She's got to do what she's got to do as a woman to be able to feed her kids.
True.
And this man pulling up and showing up with McDonald's for his child is just trying to make sure that his child is fed. I don't get it. I really don't. It's not the man's responsibility to take care of all those kids. No way.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I listen, man. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Yeah, well, it looks like everybody is thinking the way we are.
My sons, if they ever have babies, ever get a girl pregnant, they are pregnant. They're
right.
A wrap. You understand? It's their responsibility. Ain't none of that. They get to come and go as they want. Nope. You're stuck. So I believe that men are just as important as mothers. Fathers are just as important as mothers, in my opinion. But I also know I carried these little motherfuckers. I birthed these little motherfuckers. There's no way that my children are going to be hungry and I'm going to sit there and wait for a ship to come in that I never set. How you waiting for a ship that you never set out? You got to take the initiative. Make sure your kids got, trust me. As long as I got 2 hands and 2 legs and 2 working feet, my kids, it'll happen. I'm going to make it happen. And that's word on mine. I'm going to make it happen.
Like Jay Fid just said, churches, food banks, St. Vincent de Paul Community Center. Exactly. And they're everywhere where I live. They're everywhere. My grandmother, 88 years old, God bless her, she works in a food pantry with the church and is constant. I mean, it's a pretty big food pantry, and they give families quite a bit of food, fresh fruit, vegetables, all of that.
Yes.
So I don't understand. Like, how are
you
in
New York? They're still not open though. JJ, can you write my congressman?
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Absolutely insane. We've been open here since like day one. It's nuts.
Exactly. And that's what I say, Miss Cassandra. All that's going to do is deter him from wanting to come around more. And I hope it doesn't. I hope that nothing stops him from seeing his child, because that hurts the children. And this is why when, as parents, we weaponize our children against the other parent, we're doing long-term damage to our kids, right? It feels good for a minute. You think you got one over on the other. I've never done that. I've always had a serious issue with parents that do that. Primarily, I see it a lot. Women do that. They weaponize their kids against the father. Oh, well, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you can't see the kids. Oh, you got a new girl? Oh, no, she ain't going to be around my kid, yada, yada, yada. So I've seen a lot of women weaponize their children against the father, and they don't realize or they don't care that the damage they're doing to their own children. I could never do that to my sons. Never. It's not my place. I want my children to have a bond with their father. Their relationship with their father is independent of my relationship with their father. That the two have nothing to do with each other. So I've never weaponized my sons against their father. I would never do that. And I hate when women do that. I do. That shit grinds my gears, bro. For real.
Yeah, and then too, I mean, what
did
she think? She posted that. She didn't have to post it. She could have just, went on with her business, but to post it and then expect that people are going to be okay with that, she's totally not.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know why? Because it's, oh my God, yesterday, yes, just Jews, like, the dogs are scared here. My dog is terrified because the M80s are the worst, though. Those shits are like, boom! But yesterday, they were already doing the fireworks. I was watching Just Jules yesterday, and they were already letting off firecrackers and stuff in her neighborhood, too. They were doing that shit here. And I'm like, is that guns? Like, you don't know. Sometimes you're like, okay, it sounds like firecrackers, but that shit could be guns. So I'm walking to the store, and I see one of my neighbors, and we're talking about, like, the fireworks. He's like, I don't know. That sounded like people shooting back and forth from roof to roof. I'm like, what? So now I'm like, what? I'm like, I thought that was firecrackers. He's like, I don't know. It sounded like shots. It's terrifying, though, but her squirrels and her chipmunks and stuff scares them, pobrecitos.
3 mini poodles, and I give them CBD oil treats. It's like a calming treat. It says
I need to do that. Somebody else told me that.
Yeah.
Because my dog is really high energy and gets a lot of anxiety. My dog, I have a Morkie. So she's just like those dogs, high energy, needy, like, oh, well, girl.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's because, like I said, like right now we got thunderstorms, and especially Bella, my oldest one, who's 12 years old, she freaks out.
No.
I mean, she shakes to the point. Yeah. It's so sad. I think if she could like crawl inside my body, she would. That's how scared she gets. But we give her the CBD treats that we order. I order them from Amazon, or I just buy them locally. And I mean, it just chills her out, and she still wants to be next to us, but she's not crawling all over and like scratching and going crazy.
I get it.
It's helpful.
I get it. I'm going to look into that too for my dog. Because right now, till tomorrow, and even after the 4th of July, whatever left over, and here they do not only firecrackers, they do the big fireworks. Because I live right by the water. So they, the pier, they do all the big fireworks right here. I can go to my roof.
New York has a beautiful, beautiful.
I live right by the water, so I don't even have to, I can just go to my roof. That's what we used to do. Go to the roof and see, at the FDR, the fireworks, the Macy's. But I don't know. I'm not with all of that. I'm like too old. I want to go to sleep. It's noisy now, like, I don't know.
Right.
But Miss Cassandra said he should try to get custody, in my opinion, because she's going to make it hard for him. And I agree. I agree. Maybe not try to take the kid, but make sure that he has his rights to see his kid, because I think that she is going to make it very difficult for him. And a lot of times parents don't want to go through court because they get worried that they're going to get raked over the coals with child support. You know what I mean? So they try to handle it with the baby mom. And sometimes, you just got to cut your losses and go straight to court. You know what I mean? You have to, because you have to think about the kid at the end of the day. The kids should be the priority,
Yeah. And I keep thinking about, like, how the father must have felt, bringing his child food and then her
throwing it on the floor. I know he wanted to. Ooh, like, I know that took some restraint. Like, what did you just? Oh no, miss.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It really is. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. I can't even imagine. Like I had said earlier, my dogs. I have 3 mini poodles, and if I'm giving one a treat, I give all 3 of them a treat, and they know it. They'll just sit there and wait because they know, if their brother or sister's getting one, they're getting one too. I mean, I did that obviously with my kids as well. I would never.
Yeah, I didn't play that with my kids either. It wasn't one gets something, and that was, and I was that way too. Like, so I kind of get where she's coming from, because with my family, like, don't buy one of my kids a gift if you ain't got for all 5 of them. You know what I mean? But that's different. That was my family. Right. That was like, hey, y'all know better than that. So I get that. As a mom, you want to protect your kids, and you're like, you're not gonna. No, one kid can't eat in front of the other kids. But
it sounds like
again, her approach, her entitled attitude, the way she went about it, it was all wrong. You know, the sentiment. I get her sentiment. But no.
That on TikTok and say, because she says in her video, I'm gonna put him on blast. You're gonna put him on blast for what? Taking care of his son?
She put herself on blast.
Exactly. I don't understand it.
She exposed herself. Yeah, she did. Joe says, my granddaughter is devastated for her 22-year-old cousin who was 7 months pregnant by her 27-year-old boyfriend, and he walked out on her. His mom is sticking up for her drunk ass son, shaking my head. And that's very sad because I know my sons, that will not be happening. And I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that for a fact. And I'm grateful my son is going to be 27 tomorrow. No babies. No babies. Because your ass will not be going on vacation. Your ass will not, unless baby going with you. We don't do that around them parts over here. No, we don't do that.
Right, because you have 5 sons.
Yeah.
You know, 4 of them are of adult age, and you have no grandkids.
None.
So, you know, they're doing something right and being careful. So,
yes, because they know it ain't no joke. We don't play them type of games. Like,
and I have a feeling.
No. What?
I have a feeling that, I mean, we don't know the full story, but I have a feeling like this guy was a boyfriend booty call kind of guy, you know? And she got pregnant, and the dude is trying to take care of his kid. Like, that's all you're doing is bringing light to the fact that this man is trying to be a man and bringing his child food.
I agree.
And when he says, you know, where are the other baby daddies? And I'm not responsible for 4 kids. It's like, she didn't even want to hear that. She want to hear nothing. I don't get it. Like, I think if she would have came to him nicely and said, listen, you know, I get what you're trying to do, and I really appreciate it. But if you're going to spend the money, could you, you know, go to a grocery store,
right?
And get something that I can make for all of them.
And I think he would have done that had her approach been different. Had she spoken to him differently, JJ. I can't see somebody with a heart not say no to kids. But you coming at me like this, bitch, you can't get nothing from me. Like, what? No way. And on GP, I'm bringing food just for mine. Like, so I get it. Like I told you, I was raised with all boys. So I've always had the mentality to see it from a guy's perspective. I have 9 brothers. I was raised with 4 brothers, no other females, me and my stepmom, and my dad and 4 brothers. I've always seen it from a male perspective. I remember when I first started dating my husband, he was like, oh, you think you're a dude? I'm like, no, I know that I'm a woman. Trust me, I know. He's like, no, you really think you're a dude? I'm like, no, I don't. I just, listen, Linda. I don't see no difference. You know what I mean?
It's because you have strong, it's because you have strong energy. Like, if a woman exerts, like, power and authority and can make decisions for herself, and you know, that's when someone will say, oh, you're like a dude. And trust me, I get it, because that happens to me all the time. When they would call my office, and still every so often, if somebody that doesn't know me calls the office and they ask for me, they say Mr. So they'll say, like, Mr. JJ. Can I talk to Mr. JJ? I talked to him a week or 2 ago, and blah, 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 blah. No.
Why do they assume you're a guy? Because you're the boss? I don't understand.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm the owner of the agency, and they think I'm a man. And I have a first name that could either be a female or a man.
JJ. Yeah. That's true.
And they just go ahead and assume that I'm a man. And it's so frustrating. It's like, you don't think a woman can exude, like, you know,
be powerful and
intelligent and powerful. You know, be a boss. They don't think that can happen when it comes to
JJ's a boss bitch. Like Get it right. She's a boss bitch. I'm kidding. She's a boss though.
I am that boss bitch.
Yes, she's that boss bitch. Right? The Amber Channel's that bitch. JJ's that boss bitch. A Morkie
Right.
is a Maltese and a Yorkie. So it's half Yorkie, half Maltese. That's what a Morkie is. I'm behind. Sorry on the comments.
Oh.
Yes, it's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day. Happy Canadian Day or Canada?
Yeah.
Do you say Happy Canada Day or Happy Canadian Day?
Happy Canada Day.
Yeah.
To
Happy
my
Canada.
Canadian
Happy
friends.
Canada. We have so many
And
friends
happy
from
Canada
Canada.
Day,
So happy
Adele.
Canada.
Yeah, I know. Wanda.
So many.
Many friends
Mayor.
that
Yes,
responded
so
on.
many people from
Mm-hmm.
Canada. Joby and Joe, Canada.
I hope you're enjoying it. I don't know. What do they do? What do they do for Canada Day? Like barbecues and fireworks and stuff, kind of like our 4th of
Yeah,
July.
Wanda. That's right. Wanda's from Canada too.
Independence
Yep.
Day.
I know. I wonder what. Oh, it's like. Is it like our 4th of July,
I
or
think
is it
so. That's
something
probably
different?
right.
I
Like
need a nap too,
Canada
Grace Case.
Day,
We're
I'd
about to end
assume.
soon. We're about to end soon. I
Yeah.
think that this was a great live. I know, guys. Listen, I've told you guys every video or live I've ever done is still on my channel. Some I'm not proud about. Some I'm not. I came here and I was ranting, and some I was screaming like a maniac. I'm not proud of it, but I leave it there because it shows my progression on YouTube. And so that's why I leave it there. You know, some people choose to remove stuff. Like, everybody does whatever they want to do with their channel. For me, it's like it's my footprint on YouTube, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
it shows me my growth, and hopefully it shows other people my growth. When I first came, I was much more reserved. I've always been me, like always have a potty mouth, always. But I was much more reserved, and I started getting more comfortable, you know, on camera. And my friends, JJ has helped me a lot to learn that my voice is important and that I have the right to my
Yes,
opinions,
you
whether people
do.
like it or not. You know, and I was so worried about that. I was always so worried, so worried about what I was saying, and always worrying about being politically correct. And you're never gonna please everybody. You can't make everybody
Nope.
happy. And I tried that. I tried to not make waves, and that wasn't me. So it was bound to fail because I am who I am. You know what I mean? And
Hey,
that's one thing.
Snowflakey.
Hey,
Snowflakey flake.
is my oh, there she goes. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Thank you. I hope you have a great weekend. Yes, happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yes.
But yeah, so as I was saying, I just want people to know that I'm always gonna be me, you know. And sometimes I come and I say things, and I'm sorry if it comes out harsh or if it comes out insensitive. I never mean to sound insensitive, but I have to be real, you know. I don't think that abuse, any kind of abuse, is ever okay. You know,
No.
it's not okay to take out your frustrations, your anger on somebody else. It's not okay to belittle people. It's not okay to be entitled and expect things. So even the video about the woman with the McDonald's kind of ties into the GB. It's all entitled, it's all disrespect, it's all lacking communication, because she lacked communication. Her and her baby father, they lacked communication the same way GB lacks communication with her, you know, with Clint and with other people, you know. And it's about holding yourself accountable. It's about reflecting. You know, if the more you self-reflect, the less other people will have to show you your reflection.
Yeah.
You know? And I
Yeah.
try to keep that up front, that I'm flawed as fuck. I'm
Yeah, I
flawed as fuck.
agree. And I feel like in the case of what the McDonald's thing, I feel like she
Hi,
was
Amy Lou.
verbally abusive to him,
Yes.
her baby daddy that's trying to do right. Like, would you feel
Yes,
better
she
if he just
was.
walked away and did nothing for
Right.
his child,
Right. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
agree.
and
And I think that
I
that's what it is
agree,
too.
Layla. I love Cindy being Cindy because I know Cindy outside of YouTube, and
Thank you.
I know what would hurt her and what would upset her and what would make her happy and happy to be in chats. And
Yeah.
I did tell her I'm not responsible for her, being, I don't know, being more forthcoming with her feelings. But I did tell her, you just got to be you. If people love you for you, they love it all, whether it's the, cursing and putting seasoning, I call it, the seasoning on words, fuck, because
Yeah.
that's a great word. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's you to say that. It's so New York, it's so Cindy, it's so Puerto Rican, and
It
I
really
don't
is.
think that it really is. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that you could be or should be anything different than what you are, because
And I
people love you
can't.
for
I
you.
can't be. I've tried. I can't be like JJ. I'm not. I'm. I'm New York. I'm New York. I really am. Like I can't help it. I can't help it. And you know what? Honestly, with all my flaws, I genuinely am comfortable with myself.
You
For
should
real.
be.
I am. And
You're
and
fun. You're
I like
fun.
being different. I don't want to be like everybody else. Never wanted to be like everybody else. You know what I mean? We're all
No,
individual.
I
We're
get it.
all made, unless you're an identical twin, then you're fucked. But we're all made different, for a reason. I ain't going there with that one. But anyway, okay. You know what I mean? And I just think that I'm going to come here and just give it to you raw. And some people, I'm growing on some people, and some people, I'm growing on them like a fungus, and they don't like it. They're like, oh, no, fuck that bitch. She got to go. So I get it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Some people's opinion I don't give a fuck about. Wipe that shit like toilet paper. But I respect all of you guys, and I want you guys to know that I take this seriously. If I come here and I speak about things, I can be shady, I can be petty, I can. But there's certain things that I take very seriously. Addiction, I take very seriously. It's a matter of
Mm-hmm.
life and death. And
DV,
yes,
SH,
don't ever enable
SA,
somebody
all that stuff.
that's in active addiction, and don't ever lessen it and tell them it's not that serious. It is that serious. It only takes one time for somebody to lose their lives. So it is that serious. So do not enable somebody who's in active addiction. I'm not saying shame them. I'm not saying belittle them. I'm not saying disown them. But enabling them, coddling them is not going to help them. Somebody that is being abusive, verbally, all of that, telling them it's okay, that's not it either. That's not it either. I would never do that to anybody I care about. And I'm not going to do it to somebody on the internet that is being harmful to themselves, to others, and to their significant other. You're subjecting people on the internet to that shit. So we have the right to a fucking opinion, whether you like it or not, GB. Whether you like it or not, oh fucking well, bro. And nobody better come at me that I'm part of the problem. No, that shit is not okay. She's not just giving her opinion and being snarky. She's causing harm to somebody else.
Wow.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
I can say if anyone, including her, comes at you, then they're coming at me as well, and they're coming at quite a few of our friends. So, it's best that they don't double down when it comes to things that we're saying. That's all I'll say.
Vera said, I can attest, New Yorkers have a lot to be pissed about.
No, you're not.
I can't with Vera, swear to God.
You're not kidding. You're
right? Walk around. They say
basically
that.
on
They say
top
New
of
Yorkers are the
people.
rudest people. They're like, oh, you're from New York,
No.
or you're rude. Nah, I'm really not. I'm really not. I can be though, but I'm really not. I walk around singing and laughing and smiling, and people are like, girl, you from New York? As soon as I speak, they're like, oh yeah, you're from New York. Yeah, you're from New York, girl. I hear it.
Juliana like loves, she just loves you. She loves the way you talk. She loves your mannerisms. And she's like,
Thank you. I
I know
love
why
you
you're
too.
friends. I get it. I know why you're friends, because you're both so goofy and you don't
We
take
are.
anything serious. And I'm like, that's so true. We don't take a lot serious. We
We
don't
really
take
don't.
ourselves
No,
serious.
we don't take ourselves serious. I don't. I really don't. I don't care. People could talk about my looks. I don't give a fuck. Trust me, I don't have a problem. I ain't never had a
Why
problem.
would they talk about your looks?
No,
You're
I'm just
beautiful.
saying.
That's crazy.
Somebody did Face only a mother could love. Yep, my mother loved my face.
What the
But,
fuck?
yeah, you already know. You know, the clowns of the circus. Anyway, I don't care. I don't care about that. That shit. Yes, double chin, all that shit. Yada yada yada. I don't give a fuck. Trust me, I don't have a problem getting it. All right, and I'm married, so dumbasses.
Exactly.
Anyway, I love you guys. We will be back Sunday. I'm hoping I ain't gotta tackle no more foolishness, but we always gonna come here and talk our shit. Always gonna come here.
We gotta have our 4th of July celebration. You know, 1776.
Yes, before 4th of July.
Where we at? We're almost at 200 years, but not quite yet. Can't believe we're like a baby country, basically.
I know. And thank you to all my, like, every day, every time I come live, I thank you because I'm gaining subscribers. So thank you to everybody that watches and everybody that's subscribed. It means a lot. Thank you.
Yes.
You know,
please,
thank you so much,
please
guys.
Share on Twitter because Cindy is so close to that 1,000 mark.
I'm so close.
And she's so close. And I'm so
to
proud
being monetized.
To be monetized because she didn't buy her monetization.
That's right.
And she has been just doing it, you know, little by little by little.
Yep.
And it takes a few months, but she's doing great and she is
organically
almost there,
you know?
and it's going to be amazing. Yep. It's
and I'm happy
when she gets there.
Yeah, and I'm not here trying to, you know, pressure people. People subscribe, I appreciate it, and I'm always gonna have gratitude for that. And I'm growing my channel organically. I want people to be here because they genuinely want to be here. That's what I want. You know, I want people to be like, that girl's a whole fucking mess, but I can't look away from that fucking mess. You know what I mean? But so we love you guys. We thank you guys for being here. We'll be back Sunday.
Thank you to Cindy and to the chat for putting up with the worst co-host in the history of co-hosts.
Girl. You are the bestest of the bestest. I love me, my JJ. You already know. Like, that's why
Cindy.
People couldn't handle it. And I was like, listen, it's a package deal. People thought we were conjoined at one time. We're not, but might as well.
I know, right? If they're going to talk about me, they're talking about you. And if they're talking about you, my name gets mentioned too. It happens every
It's
time.
always. It's
like
Sophie and JJ.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to have Cindy's back 100. We don't do the flip-flop and shit. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And there are plenty of people that didn't like me for reasons that they probably don't even remember or know because it's absurd. They were just following whatever someone else said, you know? So we learn not to do that, and we learn not to
we're not
jump
gonna do
on
that.
a bandwagon. We don't want to do that. And just like with the whole GB situation, we don't want to jump on a bandwagon. We're only giving our opinions on the situation.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you for saying that. We're not here talking about it because we're not followers. It bothers me. It bothers me, and I'm always gonna come and talk about something that bothers me or something that I feel I want to speak about. And JJ's the same way. I'm not coming here for clout. I'm not coming here, none of that. None of that. She's gotten under my skin. Today I tried to separate my personal feelings from what I wanted to talk about because she's a whole ass mess. But this is not okay. And I can't sit by and see somebody in a DV situation and not speak on it. I can't see somebody huffing and all of that, possibly allegedly, right? I gotta be careful, and not speak on it. I'm a fucking substance abuse counselor. Like, I can't. That's dangerous, guys. That's dangerous. It's not okay. Don't let anybody tell you that it's okay. All right. I love you guys. We will. What did you say? I know you're rolling. Miss Cassandra, my naughty girl. Love you guys.
I know, right?
Miss Cassandra's too much.
I
love you guys.
People in chat. You guys are amazing. I have so much fun with you guys, and of course, my Cindy too.
Thank you, guys. As always, te quiero, te adoro, all that good stuff. Nos vemos el domingo. We'll see each other Sunday, si Dios quiere, God willing. Hasta luego. Okay. We will see each other
Sunday,
before the 4th of July. We're gonna have a little 4th of July, little tang. And then so thank you guys for being here. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see you Sunday. Play my outro. Love you, JJ, Manita. Love you guys. Bye.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so